What is good, my people, and welcome back. Happy New Year. 2025 is upon us. And if you're joining me here today, it means you're ready to make 2025 your year and achieve the word financial freedom that everyone talks about. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how I personally would start 2025 $10,000 in profit if I were to be a complete beginner all over again. And if you don't know me, I'm Cooper. I'm 21, and only 6 months ago now, I was working a construction job probably like you. But I took a risk, I invested into mentors, and I learned how to sell digital products online. And since then on forward, I've managed to make over $100,000 in profit and get to travel the world and live a life I could only have dreamt of 6 months ago. And the saying that you should have started yesterday could never have been truer. Just take action, especially at this time of year in January. Just take action now. So as the title says, this video is about how I would start $10,000 in profit as a complete beginner in 2025. So this video is definitely beginner friendly, and I'm going to be putting myself in the exact shoes you're in now because I was only there myself 6 to 8 months ago. I released a video last week on the 3 best digital products to sell in the month of January, which I highly suggest you go and watch after this video, because today we're just going to be breaking down the real fundamentals of where to find digital products, how to go about marketing them, how to go about making the actual sales, and then from this video go on to the 3 best ones to pick in January once you've got your head around what to do here. Now, as someone who has been selling digital products for over 6 months now, mark my words when I say January is one of the best months to jump on this, especially if you're just starting out digital dropshipping as a complete beginner. Since it's that time of the year when people just receive their Christmas bonuses and raises at work, as well as all the New Year's resolutions people have. People want to become the best versions of themselves, especially in January. So the demand for the solution to their problems, which will be our digital products, which is definitely the highest in the month of January, which makes it a very exciting time for all of us, especially if you're just starting out. There's literally no reason, if you take action now and listen to the steps required, that you can't be entering February at your first 10k month and out of your job. But at the end of the day, it does come down to the work you put in, and it does come down to the risks you're willing to take and how bad you really want it. But as I mentioned before, the demand is at its highest point with self-improvement, financial literacy, people wanting to get in shape, people wanting to start to eat healthy, people wanting to organize their years, and you can either profit thousands off it, or you can just keep being a puppet in the 9 to 5 rat race. People are going to buy these products no matter what. It's just whether it's from you or not. You're simply just bridging the gap between someone's problem and providing a solution to that problem. People are actively going to be trying to solve these problems for themselves. It's just whether or not you take action and can be that problem solver for them. So enough of all that. Let's get to the point and the reason why you're all here. How are you going to enter 2025 $10,000 in profit? And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to find these digital products to sell, how to actually set up your online shop or store, and then finally how to market your products so you can then make sales. So without further ado, let's get into it. So where do we find these cheap digital products to start selling ourselves? The first website I'll recommend for you to start finding products to sell yourself, where you can sell products in a variety of niches, is through a website called Gumroad. Gumroad offers a lot of digital products in a wide variety of niches, like entrepreneurship, self-improvement, meal plans, diet plans, fitness, and lots more. And along with the paid products in there, there's also a lot of free ones, which is awesome for us as beginners. And with all the digital products we're going to be discussing today, they are PLR products, which means you don't even have to create them yourselves. You buy them once for like $10, and then you now own the rights to them. You can sell them as much as you want for whatever cost you want. So for example, if you go to Gumroad, you buy a fitness PLR product, say for $10, you can then set up a website, which we'll get into later, and sell that for $50 or $60 as many times as you want, because you have infinite supply, making 5 or 6 times profit on that initial investment, which is absolutely unheard of, and that all goes straight into your pocket. The next website where you can find really good quality products is a website called Teachable, which mainly specializes in courses, coaching, consulting, mentorships, communities, pretty much all based on self-improvement and educational based products, which really fits January's demand for digital products. It's pretty much the same concept as Gumroad. You buy the product once, you can even go through the training that it provides in the product you're buying. For example, you could even buy a digital product on how to sell digital products, go through the training it provides, and then resell that digital product because you now bought the rights to it. The sky is really the limit with what you do, but it's an extremely untapped and an unreal opportunity really for beginners, simply due to the fact of how cheap it is to start up. And really, it's the lazy man's dream. You don't have to do a lot of work. The product's already done for you. Another platform where you can find digital products to sell and actually sell these digital products on as well is a famous site for digital products, which is Etsy. In there, you'll find other sellers selling bundles for as cheap as $1, which you can then buy a whole bundle for dirt cheap, and you can now sell them infinite times. This is literally a money glitch. But on top of that as well, you can also sell your product on Etsy as well. You don't have to promote it through social media or anything like that. You can simply buy a product off Etsy, then resell it on Etsy for a higher price. This is really what makes digital products superior to anything physical in this day and age. One, because they're easy to find. You don't have to find a trusty and reliable supplier that could take months. You're literally just one Google search away from finding your product to start selling. Two, they're in demand, which is almost the most important part. If you don't have a product in demand, then how are you going to make money? In this day and age, everything is going digital, everything is going online. People don't want to wait for shipping. People want to receive their stuff immediately. And on top of that as well, all you are simply doing is providing a solution to a big problem someone faces. It's not even about the money or anything like that. You're literally just helping someone out, and the money comes as a byproduct of that. People always want to make more money. People always want to be in better shape. People always want to eat cleaner. People want to fix their relationships, and they're always going to actively find ways to do that. And with everything going digital, it has literally never been easier for any old average person to make more money than a doctor or a lawyer. Look at me, for example, bro. You can either take action of this opportunity that we have and that we're so lucky to have, or you can sit there and watch everyone else profit thousands off it. But now you can see how easy digital products are to find, why you're going to make so much money off them, especially at this time of year because they're in demand. But lastly, it's practically effortless to do. A lot of you watching this are still probably working 9-to-5 jobs and don't have a whole heap of time to pour into a new online business. With this, you don't really exert any physical effort into it. You don't need other people, you don't need employees, you don't even need a lot of capital to start up. And you can literally just buy someone else's product and start selling it yourself. So for those of you who say you don't have enough time, this is probably the perfect business model for someone still working long hours in construction. I was doing it myself. I was working 50-hour weeks in construction and making $20,000 a month from this. And that's obviously when I quit. But you can see the potential with what is actually possible while still working a 9-to-5 with selling digital products, because it saves you the most important and valuable thing we have as humans, which is time. The only thing we cannot buy back. But if you start to have money work for you, that's how you start to get your time back. So if we get into the second part of this module, is actually how to set up a shop or a store so you can make sales with your product. To open up a shop or a store online selling digital products is actually so simple and easy. I remember when I was first starting up, I thought I had to be really creative and think of all these different ways to stand out from the pack, and I wasn't the best with technology by a long shot. But one of the most common platforms you can actually sell your digital products on is Shopify. And I'll break it down really simply for you right now how easy it really is. The first thing you want to do is to choose a theme based on the niche that you picked for your digital product, or just the type of digital product you're planning on selling. And in this part, you should also customize your store to your branding. So sort of the colors you want your brand to look like. Nothing too flashy. It could just be blue. You could just have a blue profile picture on Instagram like I do, and then your store has a blue tinge to it. So once you've got your theme sorted for your Shopify store, you then want to add your PLR product in that you've bought or got for free, which is a really simple process. You just add the product in, add the title, and all the other details that are needed, and then simply click save. In this part, you sort of want to create store pages, like collections, a home page, a contact page, and more. Just any page really that you think is necessary to make your customer experience smooth sailing and really easy to go through. It could just be more details on the product, could be customer service or frequently asked questions. And second to last, all you need to do then is set up your payments. This part is really just connecting your bank account where you're going to receive the payments to your actual store and the product you're going to sell. And then all that's really left to do is to launch your store. Have it all finalized, save it, and then you can begin to market your product and funnel leads to that store where you'll make the money. You can have the link in your bio, you can do paid ads if you want. It's really your call on how you want to market or present your store, which we'll get into soon. But as you can see here, this might take an hour to set up your store, and then you've got it there for life. You've got a product there you can sell as many times as you want. So once you initially do maybe 2 hours of work, you've got an online business running on autopilot. But if all that Shopify stuff was too confusing or you found it too intimidating, probably the best one for beginners is StanStore, and that's what I use. It's what most of my people in my community use, and a lot of digital dropshippers do use, as it works seamlessly well with social media. It makes it really easy for your customers to find your links, and you can also put it in your bio. It also tracks your data really well, so you can see how much money you've made for the week, for the month, for 3 months, and it's just a really smooth, easy way to start, as all you have to do is create a new product, add the link to your product in, set a price, publish it. It's really as easy as that. So if we quickly go ahead now and talk about the actual types of digital products you want to sell in your store, I'd highly recommend to watch the 3 best digital products to sell in January. I'll link that down in the description below, but I go into detail about why choose these products, why they're good at this time of year, and break it all down in more depth. I also have another video on the 5 best digital products to sell in general all year round, which I'll link down down below as well. But basically a quick overview is, as a beginner, you just want to focus on selling one type of digital product in one niche. That's literally all I still do. I don't sell hundreds of different digital products. I just sell one digital product, which means I can put my full focus to it and purely focus on helping people get the results they're after. And if you're wanting to start for dirt cheap, that's perfectly fine as well. You can literally get something up and running for under $50 using the websites we talked about earlier, setting up a store on Shopify or Stand Store, and selling these cheaper products are what we call low ticket digital products, meaning you're probably not going to make as much money because you got to make thousands of sales to hit the big numbers, but the risk is second to none. So we've covered the first two modules now, that being how to actually find these products, what websites to use, and how to actually set up your store. So once you've done those two things, all that's really left to do is to market your product, which then ultimately starts making you the sales we're after. Now, marketing your products is less about the technical stuff and more on the creative side of things, on how you can actually get your product out there for customers to see, and then ultimately how to get those customers to get over the line and buy. As a complete beginner, if I were to start it again, it's really simple. You just have to look at top creators in your niche selling digital products, take notes on those content creators, see the content they're sort of posting, because obviously it's working and it's successful, and simply just model off their content. Now, that doesn't mean copy it word for word, but put your own twist to it. Make it yours, make it unique, but look at what's actually working for them. It's not rocket science or anything like that. You're simply just finding someone who's already successful and modeling off everything they're doing. So next, we've actually got to create the content now. We've got the inspiration, but how do we actually create it? There's so many free softwares out there you can use to create and edit your content, which then ultimately markets your products, obviously. The best one is probably CapCut. That's what I use. Pretty much everyone uses. And you can also use Canva if you're just wanting to do like carousel posts and not post your face as much. Now, you might be thinking, oh, do I have to show my face? No, I'm not doing this. Fuck this. Trust me, that's what I thought too. And you do have the option to create a personal brand. That's what I would recommend to anyone. But if you're not confident on showing your face, you don't have to count this out. There's plenty. There's thousands of faceless accounts out there making thousands, hundreds of thousands selling digital products. And luckily in this day and age, we have AI. And all you simply would have to do is to first go to ChatGPT, get it to write you out a script, simply typing in something like, write me a script for a 30-second Instagram reel, promoting a carnivore diet plan, make it funny and have a CTA at the end. ChatGPT will then spew out a script for you, copy that script, paste it into 11 Labs, which is basically just an AI voiceover, and then all you need really is stock videos or images. Now, you can use your own camera roll, but if you have nothing good, just go to Vecteezy and then type in fitness, for example, and pick out the hundreds of stock videos they've got there, chuck it all in CapCut, edit it, and then post it. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes and it costs absolutely nothing. And that's basically how you funnel everything. And then you post that content on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, for example, and you do that 2 or 3 times every single day, because that just increases the chances of you going viral. Now, all it takes is for one video to get 10, 20, 30, 40,000 views, and you've got everything else set up in place. You've got a product there to sell. That's where the money will start rolling in. It really is as simple as that. But that's pretty much everything I had to cover today. First off, finding your product, where to find it. Next, how to actually set up a store in depth, because a lot of you message me not knowing how to actually set up your store. And then finally, how to actually create content, obviously modeling off people, showing your face, or doing it completely faceless. It really is up to you now on taking action and ultimately beginning your journey to financial freedom. Now, as I said, I'll link those other 2 videos where you can actually learn how to find what digital products to sell in what specific niches, and then use this video to find those products, create your store, then market these products. Now, I look forward to seeing all of you absolutely crush it this year. It is exciting times ahead heading into the new year. I appreciate the time. I hope this was of value. And if you want to personally speak to me about me and my journey, the skills I learned, or if there's anything that wasn't clear enough in this video, feel free to shoot me a message on Instagram. Just DM me the word YouTube. I'll link my Instagram down below, and I'll be more than happy to help you out and answer any of your questions. But I appreciate the time. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.